Fire in the snake pit hole! Hey, it's early in the morning and we're going to smoke a pork shoulder and we're going to put some midnight espresso on it, which is something I've never done. And you can see my pit is set up for a long, low, and slow snake method. You see how I've got my charcoal arranged? And I'm going to light one end of that snake and we're going to get this party started, so please stay tuned. So while my grill is coming up to temperature, I got my pork shoulder here and I'm going to do them like we always do them, except for the spice. We're going to use a different spice today. We're going to slather some yellow mustard on them. I got that fat cap deeply scored so that some of that might penetrate. I'm going to put some every surface of them. Some more mustard here. Get them on the bottom. As usual, I'm almost out of mustard, so here we go. Okay, now let's get some of this. This is Midnight Espresso from Tango Joe. Best spices going. And we never tried a Midnight Espresso pork shoulder, so this is going to be a first. Normally we put this on beef. It goes good on beef. But today we're putting it on pork. So let's see how it works out. You know, what's the worst that could happen? It's not going to taste bad, I guarantee you that. And we're going to get some on top. Okay. Rub that in just like you would any other rub. Midnight Espresso, baby. What do you think of that? How's that look? Not too bad, not too shabby. Yeah, okay. So we're going to... Grill's still coming up to temp. It's only at 200 degrees. I'm looking for 250, maybe 225, 250. And we're going to stick him on there and let him rock. So please stay tuned. Okay, there he is on the grill. And we're just going to let that rock and roll for about 9 hours. It's early in the morning. And the temperature here is perfect today. It's 72. We rarely do we get a beautiful 72 degree day here in South Florida, but we got one today. And there's our Midnight Espresso pork butt, and we'll come back in about 3 hours and dip them in some beer. And then about 3 hours after that, we're going to dip me in some beer. I'm ready for it now. Okay, check you later. So after 3.5 hours, my grill is at a perfect 250 degrees. It's time to pull that baby out of there and waste some beer on them. Please stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to pull that pork butt off of there. It's been 4 hours in the smoke. I'm going to put them in a pan. We're going to waste the beer on them. It's not really a waste of beer. It's what I always do with a pork shoulder, pork butt. This happens to be a very good beer, Mojo Horizon, double IPA. Nice dark beer. We're going to pour that in there. And we're going to get some water in there as well. Then we're going to foil them up and put them back on the grill for another 5 hours. And we'll see how that looks when he gets done. So stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. And we're going to drink a beer too, because by that time it'll be beer 30. So please stay tuned. Okay, the sun is setting on my little expedition here. So there's the Frosty Root Boy mug. Let's have a taste of beer. What do you think? It's way past beer 30. This is Dogfish Head Indian Brown Ale, a clean, well-hopped brown ale brewed with caramelized sugar. How's that sound? I'll bet it's sweet. Let's find out. I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Keith Bettag. He always drinks Ham's beer. I was looking for Ham's beer. I couldn't find any. Look at the color of that. Oh man, that is dark. That's some dark ale right there, boy. Look at that. It's almost black. Anyway, I was saying Keith Bettag, he always drinks a Ham's beer, so I was looking for a Ham's beer, and I promised I'd give him a shout out. And I'll put a link to his channel. He calls himself the Vulgar Chef, and he lives up to his name. Let's take a sniff of that. Oh, that smells good. Oh, that's amazing. It's a very sweet brown ale. That's super. That's wonderful. Dogfish Head Indian Brown Ale. That's a good one. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to put a link to Keith's channel. Keith's into this Vulgar Chef thing he's got going. And he really is vulgar, but he's a good guy. So check out his channel. And you can watch his poor suffering wife try to quiet him down. Terry, she's a nice lady. Let's look at our pork butt, our pork shoulder. Make a sandwich with that thing. Look at that thing. Can you see that? Oh boy. Look at there. That's falling apart. Pork right there. It's gonna, I don't know, is that on camera? You really can't see it here. How's that? Is that better? Let's cut some of that midnight espresso pork butt on there. On the bread. On my sandwich. Oh man, look at that. That is really falling apart goodness right there. Let me tell you what. Oh boy, that's pulled pork. No doubt about it. Let's get me another piece with some of that midnight espresso on there. Oh yeah. Look at there. Oh boy, look at that. How's that look? Can you see that? There's my sandwich. I'm going to put some of my hot barbecue sauce on there. And I'm going to put a little bit of coleslaw on top of that. Because I like coleslaw on my pulled pork. So how's that look? Can you see that? Oh yeah. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. How's that look? Let me give it a taste. I know it's going to be good. Oh. Thumbs up. Delicious. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry for talking with my mouth full. That's wonderful. And that's good beer too. Dogfish Head Indian Brown Ale. So if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go over and check out the Vulgar Chef, Keith Bettag, and his wife Terry. Nice people, and they'll cook up something good for you. So anyway, that's my midnight espresso pork shoulder. Worked out real well, Joe. Thanks for the tip. Midnight espresso works good on pork. So that's the video for this week. Come back next week. We'll cook up something good, I promise. Cheers to you all. This is good beer. Root Boy out.